Hi, welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn, and baby sister Melissa asked me to make her some macaroni and cheese for a little thing she's going to. So let's get down to it. Macaroni and cheese. Yay, hooray. Large elbow macaroni, and this one's 16 ounces. I'm going to put the whole thing in. Pour the whole thing in there. And then I'm going to pour about half of the other box. So a total of 24 ounces, just thereabouts. You know, I didn't weigh it out, but give or take, it'll be fine. Alright, just going to let this continue to go, and it'll come back to a boil. I'm gonna let this boil until it is just slightly less than firm. Not cooked all the way through, because this will go in the oven to finish up with the toasty topping. That's the best part. Yay, hooray. Okay, so my pasta is draining and cooling over there in the sink, and I want to prepare my cheese. I've got 8 ounces of smoked provolone. I have 8 ounces of a cheddar Gruyere. I have about 3 ounces of some parmesan, and I have some mozzarella cheese. I also have a little bit of cream cheese in here too. Absolutely. I don't know, can you have too much? Should it be macaroni and cheese, or is it cheese and macaroni? I think it's cheese and macaroni. Yeah, yippee skippy, I can get behind that. You betcha. Andrew.
What?
Is it cheese and macaroni or macaroni and cheese?
It's cheese and more cheese macaroni.
It's cheese and more cheese macaroni. That's right. That's why I married you. Alrighty. So we should have plenty of cheese. Should have enough cheese. Yeah. We can do it. I believe in us. We're going to make terrific macaroni and cheese and macaroni, whatever you want to call it. Just call it delicious, and don't call me late for dinner. And I am going to just have a little of this held back. Just going to hold a little bit of it back for Andrew and I. Yeah. I'm no dummy. And just cubing up this cheese so that it will go in my food processor more easily. Help it on along. And I am not getting out like the fancy shredder. I'm just going to put this all in the food processor. Bzz, 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 just whiz it up. Because you know what? When it gets all melty and ooey gooey, nobody will care that it was shredded or that I just, blasted it in the food processor or what have you. It'll be fine. It's going to be small enough that it's going to melt terrifically. That's all that matters. And if you don't have a food processor and you're going to shred, well, don't worry about it too much. Do the best you can. I kind of want to taste this one. Oh my. Yeah. Yeah, I can. Oh, that's super good. That has the sharpness of the cheddar and then the wonderful creaminess like a Gruyere. Ooh. Anyhow, I like to get my fancy cheeses over at the Safeway on a Friday night. Yeah, typically on a Friday night, the little guy from the deli goes and he marks down the cheeses, and I like to just stand there and snag them as he's marking them down. See, not because I'm cheap, but I don't want to eat cheap food. Sometimes I want a little extravagant cheese, a little extra deli meat, a nice roast maybe. Yeah, but I want it at a discount because, I'm frugal and I'm cheap. But, I don't want to eat cheap food. I'm funny that way. The smoked provolone. And I'll tell you that I really wanted the smoked provolone and the mozzarella just for the extra cheese pull factor. I think that when I'm getting macaroni and cheese, and there's just like cheese that it makes like a little cheese beard kind of a thing. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it into the food processor here in a minute, bring you back and show you what's going on. Okay, just got my handy dandy food processor here. Just got the standard S blade inside, and I am just gonna go ahead and load up some cheese and get this all whirling around. Give it a buzz. Bzz, bzz. Little pulse. Just making it a little smaller so it melts a little more evenly. Here's my lid. Oh, watch out, pigs. Mama's getting wild with the cheese. Okay, that's about the consistency that I've got. This is going to melt super duper easily, and I'm not fussing. I'm not fussing about it. It'll be all right. This is my 24 ounces of cooked macaroni. I'm just gonna go ahead and, well, not that one. That one's for the dog. I'm gonna go ahead and just put that in here, and then I'm going to put my cheese in here. And this is the provolone, the mozzarella, the cheddar, Gruyere, all the good things. So that's about 24 ounces of cheese right there. And then we're going to put the parmesan on too. Absolutely. There we go. I'm going to give this a little stir up. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's going to be tasty. Okay. A friend came over. She wanted help making a macaroni salad. And she brought like light sour cream with her. And she says, here, you can have the rest. And I'm not one to like say no. I really encouraged her to take it home with her. She wouldn't do it. Now I'm stuck with this. So I think that this is the perfect application for light sour cream, because I'm going to be adding like 2 whole cups of heavy whipping cream, which will counteract this light sour cream. Hey, I'm not disparaging it. If you like it, use it, have at it. It's not my preference. And bless her for leaving me something, you know. Bring the whole sour cream. Yeah, this isn't a time to skimp. Yeah. Do 20 extra minutes on the treadmill. But buy the full fat. At least for macaroni and cheese. Okay. That in there. Great. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in some of this cream cheese. And probably that's about 6 ounces, give or take. Then I don't have to worry about putting it back in the refrigerator. That's even better. Okay. Just going to kind of break that up in there. Not going to worry about it too much because it's going to get all melty. It's going to be super delicious. Just stir that right on in. Yeah, and I don't have to put it back. That's the best. Okay. All right. Let me make some room in here, and then we're going to get our bechamel on. We're going to pour that all over the top, and we'll make our crumb topping. We'll be in like Flynn, baby. Let's do it. We can do it. Okay, let's get our bechamel on. We got this measuring cup. It is perfectly clean, but it is etched, and I still like it, so I'm still using it. So what I want is 4 cups of dairy. And I'm going to use 2 cups of heavy whipping cream and 2 cups of whole milk. Smells terrific. There we go. Nice, thick, rich, and delicious. Yes, please, and thank you. Okay. Oh, just a tad shy. Okay, there we go. 2 cups of whole milk. Or heavy whipping cream. See if there's 2 cups of whole milk in here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, it just did it. Killed it. I also need 8 tablespoons of butter. And that's 1 full stick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to brown this butter before I make my bechamel sauce. So when you brown a butter, you're going to bring it up in temperature. You're going to bring it to where the milk solids kind of toast. And it will smell toasty and nutty and delicious. And that in itself is an entire sauce, a brown butter sauce. Terrific on pasta, vegetables, asparagus. I've got my heat set on about a 4. I think that's going to be a great temperature for making my bechamel. Okie dokie smoky. I have my 8 tablespoons of butter in here. I have it on a number 4 on the stove. I think that's going to be the perfect temperature for making my bechamel and my browned butter. So I am just going to go ahead, and this butter does not really need anything from me. So I'm going to go ahead and just watch it. I'm going to keep my eagle eyes on it so that it does not go beyond browned butter, because everybody loves brown butter. Nobody likes black butter. That's Piggy wouldn't eat it. Don't burn your milk solids. That's what I gotta say. Okay, my butter has melted. See how yellow it is? Let's see. Can I get that up high enough so that you can see it? It's very yellow. So we want it much, much richer and darker in color. So we're gonna keep our eagle eyes on this, but we are going to let that butter just brown at about a 4. 4 is a good number. I've also gone ahead and measured out 8 tablespoons of flour. So it's equal parts fat and flour together. We're going to put this together, make a nice roux, then add our milk. Then we're going to go ahead and pour all of that over top of our pasta. Get all that deliciousness together. Okay, my butter has just browned. I hope that you can see that. Let's see. Can I get it down any further? So we have those milk fat solids. They are golden brown. It smells super nutty and delicious. So I am going to go ahead and add my 8 tablespoons, equal parts fat and flour, of flour into that browned butter mixture. And I am just going to go ahead and stir that all up. I am still on a 4, and I just want to stir that until that flour cooks out just a little bit, because that's when it's going to be its most delicious. Yay, hooray. Okay, we are about ready to change over to a whisk. This is my combination of whole milk and heavy whipping cream. If you have half and half, that would be about the same thing. But I don't have half and half. I just have the heavy cream and the whole milk. The whole milk's for Andrew. I'll have to buy him another couple of gallons here. We're down to just 1 gallon now. And you know that's danger. Now I've warmed this up in the microwave, and it is not ice cold. And that is actually going to allow us the absolute best possibility of having no lumps in this bechamel. And really, it's no different than making a gravy. The butter and the flour, that's your roux. The cream, you know, that would be just like if you were making a creamed gravy or what have you. The French like to overcomplicate everything. They like to make everything so complicated. It's not. Okay. All right, I'm gonna give that a minute to do its thing. We're gonna get a couple other things out. Okay, I've also got some dry mustard. Gonna add 2 teaspoons right inside. There we go. A 1 and a 2. That's it for me. Whatever kind of dry mustard you have. And let's say you didn't have dry mustard. Use the yellow mustard in your refrigerator you put on hot dogs. It'll be all right. I'm gonna add some salt to all this. Now I did salt my pasta water quite thoroughly, but I think it's gonna need at least a teaspoon of salt. We'll taste it and make sure. But those cheeses are pretty salty, so I'd rather err on the side of caution. Let's keep stirring this so nothing sticks to the bottom. Get our mustard all incorporated in there. And this will thicken in no time. So, you know, eagle eyes. I have this little bit of nutmeg. I keep it in the freezer. And this just needs a couple of shavings of nutmeg. I don't know exactly what, but it just adds a certain je ne sais quoi. I'll just say that since we're making our French Beschemel sauce or our white gravy. Yeah, you could just call it white gravy and not make a big deal about it. Yeah, just white gravy. No sausage. Might be good with sausage, but no sausage today. And just keep this going until it starts to thicken up. Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and add just a couple of shakes of the garlic. Yeah, why not? Just a shaky poo. Maybe like half a teaspoon. Just for that little bit. Oh yeah, it's really getting thick now. Yay, hooray. Still waiting on this to come to a good boil, because then you will know it has reached its fullest thickening. Anytime you're making a sauce or a gravy or what have you, letting it come to a boil is really going to give you the best judgment on how thick it is. Does it need more milk? Does it need more water? Does it need, you know, what have you? But I can tell you already that this is pretty thick and luxurious. And we're just waiting for that boil. As soon as I start to get some bubbles, we're going to test it out, see what it needs. Okay, this is just giving me a couple of boils. That sauce coats the back of that spoon beautifully. That's exactly what I want. Okay, that's pretty tasty. I think we're ready. We're ready for action. This sauce is everything I ever dreamed of. At least when it comes to my macaroni and cheese. Okay. And browning that butter really is going to add just that little something extra to your bechamel, to your white gravy, your white sauce, whatever you want to do. Okay. Get as much of that off the sides and bottom that you can. You don't want to miss out on any of that. And now we're just going to go ahead and give it a good stir in. That's going to be delicious. So that made about 4 cups of bechamel. But I have about 24 ounces of the pasta. And then I have about 26 to 28 ounces of the cheese. Can never accuse me of being stingy with the cheese. And we've got that bechamel pretty much worked in there. My cheese is starting to melt and bind with it. The cream cheese is getting all softened and incorporated, but now it's time for my secret weapon. Shh, don't tell anybody. But my secret weapon for the best macaroni and cheese is this cheddar cheese soup. This condensed cheddar cheese soup product. I know it sounds crazy. Cheddar cheese soup. I know that you're thinking, lady, you have just made terrific macaroni and cheese. There's no reason why that shouldn't be tasty and delicious all on its own. But let me tell you that something magical happens with this can of cheddar cheese soup. Yeah, I don't know. Like some stabilizer in here or something that I don't have access to really takes this macaroni and cheese up just another notch. So if you ever had what looked like terrific macaroni and cheese and then you kind of like hit like a dry spot or something like that, this will stabilize all your milks and all your cheeses and what have you so that every bite is just right. It's my secret weapon, my secret ingredient. Shh, don't tell people. Don't tell them. I don't want everybody's macaroni and cheese to be as good as mine. Oh, Pillsbury. Doughboy, you fell over. I'm so sorry. He got so excited about macaroni and cheese. He almost jumped right in the pot. Chill out, little dude. Okay, so here we go. I'm adding my cheddar cheese soup to it. And I honestly, I don't know. I'm guessing about the stabilizers in this. That's really a guess. I don't know why it works, but it really works well. And will be totally yummy and delicious. Don't tell anybody. It's our secret. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Just gonna go ahead and mix this all in. And just the one can. Whether I do 16 ounces or whether I do 32 ounces, I use one can. Now, if I do more than 32 ounces of pasta, more than 2 ounces, you're gonna need another can. So we've got the smoked provolone, we have the cheddar Gruyere, we have the parmesan, we have the mozzarella, we have cream cheese, we have sour cream, a bechamel sauce, the mustard, the nutmeg, and if you don't have nutmeg, you know, just like maybe a quarter teaspoon of the ground nutmeg, maybe just a quarter teaspoon or even an eighth. It's just a hint of it. Yeah. Or you can leave it out altogether and probably nobody will ever be the wiser. So, you know, work with what you got, baby. I've had that in my freezer though for years, maybe like 2 years. And it came in a package of 5 and I'm still on like number 2. So yeah, it lasts a long time. Keep it in the freezer with all the rest of your nuts. It's a good thing I don't got to keep my nutty family in there. I need like a whole walk-in, like giant. I can say that because they don't watch me. Okay. Oh, it smells good. It's got all the smells. It really does. Look at this. Let's get you up close and personal. Look at all that cheese. And this thing is so heavy, I'm going to throw my back up if I keep lifting it like that. Okay, we got all the cheese. We got all the smells. We got all of everything except for a crumb topping. Let's do it. Let's get a crumb topping. And I have these club crackers. Yeah. And I got these over at Peoria Discount Grocery too. And I have about 4 of the little, you know, the 4 of the little envelopes. I don't know what they call them. Packages, whatever. Okay. So I am just going to bring you on down to Funky Town there a little bit. And I am just going to kind of press these all in or beat them down, whatever. You know, you got frustrations, just give it a good whack. It'll be all right. My butter melted in the microwave. It took about 1 minute. And I'm just going to go ahead and add these club crackers right to that butter. And we are just going to make a buttery cracker topping. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be good. Okay, I'm going to work on my anger issues, and I'll bring you right back as soon as I get these all mashed up. Yay, right? I got mine all mashed up. Now, you don't have to go all, you know, Hulk on your crackers. You could just put them in a big gallon Ziploc bag and just roll them around with a rolling pin. You could zap them with your food processor. I just like to just put the Hulk on them. And that's just personal preference. But you do you, baby. Every day. Sometimes it feels good. Sometimes it feels good to just squish them. Alright, and then I'm just rolling these crackers around here in this butter, getting it all incorporated, getting them all buttery and delicious, and they're already salted. You know, the one thing that I did not do to my macaroni and cheese that we need to take care of before we put the crumb topping on is I need to pepper it. So traditionally with a white sauce and French cuisine, you would use a white pepper. That is very traditional. But you know, I don't have white pepper, and I don't really enjoy it all that much. I think it is by far a lesser pepper, and I'm just making a mess here. I have black pepper, and so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw caution to the wind, and I'm just going to put on the black pepper, and I'm not going to worry about it one darn bit, and I'm going to put quite a bit in there. I'm probably going to put about half a tablespoon of black pepper in here. And then I'll just give this a stir up really quick. Breadcrumbs, all buttery and delightful. Gonna give this a spot here in the sink. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and I am just going to go ahead and put these breadcrumbs, these cracker crumbs, these butter cracker crumbs right over the top. It's not gonna hurt a bit. Not one bit. And I am gonna have to go ahead and put this in the regular oven. It is too big to fit in my Easy Bake oven. Even the smaller containers really wouldn't fit inside of my Easy Bake oven. So we're just gonna have to suffer. It's worth it. Baby girl is worth it. Baby sister is totally worth it. I'll turn my oven on for her. God bless her. Smooth out. Make sure every bite has some delicious crumb topping. Yeah. All you have to do is shove it in the oven. Turn it to 350 degrees and bake it for like 20-25 minutes until it's heated all the way through, till your cheese is ooey gooey, and until your topping is brown. If you're having trouble getting your topping to brown, you know, that last few minutes, just go ahead and set it to broil, and then keep your eagle eyes on it so it doesn't burn. But yeah, brown your crumb topping there. And if you don't have club crackers, but you have like some breadcrumbs in the pantry or some bread in the refrigerator or whatever, you know, just make some. It'll be all right. It will be all right. It will be good. Gordon Ramsay comes knocking at your door. He would be happy to eat this macaroni and cheese with some brisket. And you could even serve it with the tropical coleslaw that I made yesterday. That would be good. That would be like a whole big barbecue experience. That would be delicious. I'm going to get this in my oven. It's going to probably take me about 30, 35, 40 minutes. Keep my eye on it. For it to brown up, for it to heat through, for it to be super gooey. Show you what it looks like when I come back. Yay, hooray, yippee, skippy. Okay, there she is, a thing of beauty. Yay, hooray, yippee, skippy. Macaroni and cheese. All right, I can't take a taste test because it's baby sisters and she's going to take it and run. So I'm going to throw some foil on it and pass it on off, but it is lovely. Oh, maybe a small taste. Okay, I'm gonna try to sneak it right here in the corner. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks super yummy. Okay. Hot. Yep, that's good. Oh my goodness. That's tasty. My lovelies, thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous. Like and subscribe so we can be friends. Be good, be careful, look both ways, and I'll see you next time on Crazy But Not Dangerous. Bye.